Hello, beautiful people of the world. How are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. It's been a while since I've made a long time since I made a video. But I was compelled to make one. I was excited to make one and speak to you all. Um, I had shared before, obviously, like I had gone through a lot of different medical things. And so I think the last, like, what, 6 months, whatever, however long it's been, gosh, I think it was like October since I last filmed a video. I think I was in the middle of kind of that stage where you're literally trying to figure things out. I am a strong believer that out of every difficult situation or challenging moment, there's an opportunity for growth, for learning, to reinvent yourself, and also to just become more self aware. And I think, but let's be honest, before you get to all of that, I think you go through the rut stage or whatever you want to call it, where it's more challenging. You emotionally, you're kind of figuring things out, you're struggling. It's not as easy, and you kind of just are like, what is going on in life? And though it's not like I've overcome it all, I think I'm at the place now where I'm like, things are starting to make sense. Like, it's all coming kind of connecting in a circle. For me, at least, I feel like life is really settling in a way that I don't think it had been for quite some time. So I'm really excited about that. I think another opportunity to a challenging situation is really to take some time and reassess all things in your life. I mean, literally all things in your life, and really look at what are things that are really contributing to my happiness, contributing to just my life in general, that are still satisfying, that still feel right, and also still feel equal, and not like it's taking more of your energy than it's giving back. And so I think I did a lot of that. Like, I was at a place where I just didn't feel happy in certain ways and in certain aspects of my life. And I'm generally a pretty happy person. Like, I'm pretty chipper and laughing and smiling. But there were a lot of areas in my life where I just wasn't feeling that. And so it really allowed me to kind of refocus and think of, you know, what are the things in my life that have kind of come to the end of their season and maybe were really valuable at some point, but maybe no longer work. So anyways, the point of why I'm saying that is that I think in doing that, it allowed me to get to a point where I am right now, where I don't think I feel like this sense of like room. Like, I feel like I have a sense or a space now to really now do the next step of it, which is like explore and figure things out and invite new things into my life, which I'm really excited about. So that's where I am at that space. But with that space comes now, like, where am I? And I think I've kind of touched on this before here, but really that's where I'm at in my life. And I am sure mothers, and not only mothers, fathers, or whoever, can relate to this, where you feel like you've kind of lost a sense of identity, like your individuality. Like, who am I outside of being a mom? Where mom is still the most amazing and coolest job I've ever had. It's also exhausting. I have a 2-year-old, okay? And she's gonna tell you what she wants, okay? She knows what she wants, first of all, and she will not be easily persuaded otherwise, which is an amazing, amazing characteristic that I hope she continues to have forever. But as a parent with a 2-year-old, it can be very challenging. So I'm just saying, but she's my life. I mean, literally my life, emotionally, but also physically. Like, I obviously work, but outside of work, it's just her. Her and I, literally my best friend, all the time, because we are together. My hubby, just because of his work, he works a lot on the weekends. So often, literally, it's me and her let's go to Home Goods, because I like Home Goods, a lot of people. Let's go to Home Goods together, Meadow. And I'm like literally that crazy person walking down, just walking down an aisle, and I'm just like talking to her like, hey Metal, do you like this one or do you like that one? Or the other day I was at Home Goods where and someone was just laughing at me because I'm like having full-blown conversations with this toddler. But anyways, she's my homie. But who am I outside of that? And I literally found myself having this conversation with my husband a little while, like literally 2 days ago. And I'm like, I just don't know, like, where do I fit in this world at this point? Which is very different for me, because prior to having her, like, I mean, when I tell you I don't know how to sit down, I don't know how to sit down. I literally, and I think I've talked about this before here too, where I literally work 3 jobs. So I am a licensed mental health therapist. That is my career, I guess, if you want to say, I don't know. But I had a full-time job where I worked for a corporation doing something within that realm. And then I was teaching at a local college, Introduction to Psychology and Human Development, in the evenings or online classes. And then I was also had like a small private practice where I would see a couple clients throughout the week. And then I also found somehow to work out 5 to 6 days a week. I literally did all of that like right up until I had Meadow. Remember, Meadow came 6 weeks early. And I remember I think I even had clients scheduled for the week that she came, and I had to be like, I'm sorry, she came early. But anyways, that was my life. Like I felt like I had purpose, like I had meaning, like there were things that I was doing that for me that I really enjoyed. And although I don't think my life has ever had more purpose than it does now, because I am a parent to a human, I am responsible for them. Where do I fit in, kind of thing, is what this is where I'm at now. So I kind of try to migrate myself through this little journey of like emotional exhaustion from all medical stuff and dealing with all of that, plus the pandemic, plus a growing little toddler, to this, okay, I have to evaluate and kind of start taking away things from my life that maybe just aren't giving back to me as much as I feel like I'm putting out. And then now I'm at like, okay, now I have this space and I want to fill it with things that matter and that are enjoyable. So I'm there. That's where I am, people. And mothers, again, if you feel me, I'm sure you do, or fathers or whoever, where you're at that place like, gosh, I'm just trying to reinvent myself, or maybe not reinvent myself, but maybe just find myself again a little bit in that individualistic way, rather than just as a parent or as a spouse or whatever. So here, that's where I am, people. That's my journey. But you know, in doing that, I've really had to what I've tried to do, is really take some space to be like, what do I enjoy? Like, what do I truly wholeheartedly enjoy that brings me pleasure? Not just I'm working for the sake of working, or I'm doing something just for the sake, because I think it's easy to get in that space where you literally function almost on Autobot mode, where you're kind of just going, but you're not like, are you truly enjoying it? And I know there's that statement that says passion doesn't pay the bills, or if it does actually. I truly believe that if you find something that you really enjoy, that really speaks to you, you'll be more keen to do it. You will be more excited. You will really make it count. So I do truly believe that. So I am in that space where I'm figuring out like, what are all the things that I truly enjoy? And like I mentioned earlier, like I love going to Home Goods. Really, I just like interior decorating. Like it truly just brings me joy. I can literally read a book on it. I can watch all those TV shows. I can go and shop to decorate my house or whatever. And I just enjoy it. Not that I'm going to go do that for a living necessarily. I mean, why not? But that's not necessarily my plan, but it brings me joy. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, what brings me joy? What brings me fulfillment, even in small things? Like, I truly do enjoy exercising. It was a huge part of who I was right before I had Meadow. I mean, I was literally in the best shape of my life. I would set goals for myself. I would literally like work out constantly. I was in the best shape of my life in my 30s. I think I was in better shape at my 30s than I was in my 20s for sure, hands down. It brought joy. It actually, like I think I've talked about it before. It just, working out really helps me. It's my coping. It's my way of coping with life. It's sweating things out just helps me, and I enjoy it. You know, other people might have other things that they enjoy, but that and being outside, like a nice walk or a run outside and just smelling the air, oh, it does wonders to myself. So I am in that purpose, or in that process of kind of figuring out, like, can I still carve out some space that is mine for me to do something that is fulfilling and rewarding? I encourage you guys to do it as well, to really look at, are the things in my life satisfying for me? Where are places that I could possibly make cuts or changes to that can really help? And what would that look like? And just start thinking things down. You know, like I said, I started really wondering. I started kind of maybe writing things down, or really just sitting back whenever I have time to sit back. But again, with extra space in my life, I've actually been able to kind of think things through a little bit. So that is what I encourage you guys to do. I am so excited though to take you on this journey. I also have another journey that I want to kind of talk a little bit more about. Hopefully I can do that soon too, but I don't want to say anything too soon because I'm like really new in that journey. But I want to take you there too. I want to talk to you guys about it. But I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful next couple of days, and you enjoy your time. You can hear my dogs, because that's my life. 2 very loud barking dogs and a baby. And I don't know if you guys can hear Romeo Santos playing in the background, but that is what my child likes to take naps to since she was a toddler, like a tiny little baby. I don't know, people. She's Dominican, half Dominican, so she likes to listen to bachata to go to sleep. Don't know what to say about that, but anyways, it was so nice to get caught up with you guys and talk to you guys and share a little bit about what's been going on with me. I promise I will be back with a video much sooner than last time. But have a beautiful next couple of days, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.